did.
Woo!
What's up, y'all? It's Woman Crush Wednesday. I'm so excited. If I would have been thinking, we would have having ladies night playing. Like, I don't know. It's all right. It's all right. What's up? I'm your girl, Dani Dramatics. I'm here with my girl, Kyrah Montana, and
Hey,
I'm
yo.
so happy to be reunited with my girl, Miss Crafty Charisma, Miss Jackie.
Hi.
And let me also shout out Jackie because she on the ones and twos, holding it down. So it's truly ladies' night.
Yeah.
Like, right,
It's just
right.
us.
The lady derelicts, y'all done fucked up now. How y'all doing? Y'all good?
Good.
I'm good.
Yes. It's Woman Crush Wednesday. All right, well, we're not gonna waste too much time because, of course, like true ladies, we're a little bit late, but that's okay. We're worth the wait. We had to make a fashionable entrance, so here we are. We're gonna start off like we've been starting off on our positive note. So the first flowers that we're gonna start off, we're gonna give Miss Jasmine Sullivan her flowers.
Yeah.
Kyra, I'm gonna let you rep for the home team.
Yes. A true Philly native. Okay. Sis went gold with her most recent album, Hotels. She was presented the award while in Philadelphia during the Made of America tour. And while she was in Philly, she also got the Liberty Bell Award. I think the last one they gave to was Michael B. Jordan, which I don't know fucking why, because he's not a Philly native, but whatever. So big shout out to her. Okay.
Yo.
Born, bred, Kappa High School. I didn't go there. I applied. All right, y'all didn't accept me. Whatever. Anyway,
Not bitter. Over it.
okay,
No biggie.
no biggie.
Look at you now.
I've been to her. I actually went to see her at the Met when she came to perform, and she was fucking phenomenal. So it's well deserved. Very late, but well deserved.
Congratulations. We love her. You really
Hell
can't say nothing bad about her. Because
yeah.
that lady can sing down, honey. Sing
It's true.
down. Um so from Jasmine, and I think this is a good segue, makes sense to Missy. Shout out to Missy, my favorite Twitter follower.
Yes.
Her street down in Portsmouth is up, it's going. I just think that's so fucking dope. Like, Missy is truly, as a VA, I'm a rep for my home team, as a Virginia native, not born but officially raised. We just love you, Missy. This is so dope. She's always so positive. You always, like, you work with everybody. You're always trying to uplift us, and we just
Absolutely.
flowers. And those Jasmine and Missy collabs,
Hell yes. Okay.
listen. All right, as we keep on going, another person that's like a Missy always collabing, the queen, the original queen bee, Kim, and we got a New Yorker. So, Jackie, go ahead. Yes. So
Yeah, I thought this was cool. We know that Meg had done like a tribute to her before on her live show, so they decided to make it official, and that's fantastic.
I feel like this is kind of what the street's been waiting for.
Yeah.
What is it? Thursday at 7 on Hot 97. It drops. We will be paying attention. Hopefully, I already know we're gonna get our life. I definitely hope that we get some fire visuals down the line.
Hell yeah.
We want all the looks. Please give it to us. Our necks are ready
Kim.
for you to trample on Kim and Meg.
Yeah.
We're ready for this.
I'm excited.
Also, okay, so this Friday, we have some more music coming out. Miss Ari Lennox, which we didn't even know for a while if we were going to even get another album from Ari. So I'm so
That's how they do us. That's how they all do us.
She pushed through.
She wasn't making any more music because she kind of been through hell last year with her fans and the interviews she was on. So she was like, I'm fucking done. And she actually disappeared from social media for a minute. We thought she like really was done.
Right. So, girl, thank you for pushing through, first for yourself, but we thank you that you about to bless us with some music.
Amen.
If I recall, she's got Chloe Bailey on there.
Okay.
Lucky Day and Summer Walker off the top of my head. So
That should be good because she was just on Summer Walker's album and that song was really good.
And she was on Jasmine's album too.
Right.
She was. So and I like what she did on the Dreamville album. Oh, of course J. Cole's on there, but I kind of think that's like a given.
Right.
So right.
For a feature type thing.
Right. So what is it? 12 tracks right here. That's solid. That's decent. That's all y'all need. Take that, go home, love it, learn it, leave it. So
Can't ask for more when you thought you weren't getting any.
Flowers to all these ladies. Congratulations to all these ladies. We looking forward to it. I'm so glad that we can start on a positive note. I don't know if this next note is gonna be as positive, but so and maybe make sure I got all the little details and stuff like that. So Lotto recently canceled the show because they didn't have all her money. And one of the reports that I read said that they had half in cash and they wanted to Zelle her the other half.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, I want all my money up front. So
going to be up front. They were just saying that, look, we got this in cash and the rest.
Right.
So, I mean, I know for some people, Zelle can take 1 to 2 days, but at the same time,
usually Zelle is instant.
Like you technically got paid up front because they could have gave you a fucking check that could have took 14 days to clear.
Yeah, usually Zelle it's pretty instant. I've never had anyone Zelle me and it didn't clear almost immediately. So
it's the dollar amount too.
That's the thing. Isn't there a max? So some people say
there is a max. That is
$1,000 max.
There is a max. That is true.
So it would have had to be like consecutive. So like that, if you
can hit a max for the day. You can hit a max for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I understand it'd be different if you could get it all at once. Then I would rock with y'all. Like, yeah, like just sell it. But if it's gonna take like 5 business days of installment payments.
Let me see. I don't know if it would take that long, but I do know there's a cap.
Well, that's
what happened, and I guess it also depends on what type of bank account you have. Like if it's a corporate bank account, it's not a personal bank account. Maybe it was,
but I mean, because I don't know if this is a janky promoter or what. I can't speak.
Right.
I don't know, but I mean, Aretha Franklin demanded all her money in cash up front always. Now, am I saying that Lotto is up there with Aretha Franklin? I'm not saying that. All right, that's for y'all to decide. I don't know that I'm going to go that far. But I don't know if we can really be mad at her for not wanting to wait for her coins.
So I'm not mad at her for wanting to wait for her coins. I think the issue that I have with her is the fact that you went on social media and said that these people didn't pay you at all.
Right.
Which, in fact, the disagreement was the method of payment, not that you didn't get paid or wasn't going to get paid. It was like,
right,
if you half in cash and then half via Zelle, and then you're just telling people that, oh, they didn't pay me and blah blah blah. Like that wasn't the case.
You just didn't accept their payment option.
Like I looked it up. Actually, the limit depends on the bank you're with.
Right.
So each bank has different limits on the day.
And they have
like
daily.
Ally Bank, the limit for the day is $5,000. Like it just depends on what bank you're in, what the cap is.
Interesting.
But I'm like, this your hometown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is true, and it's like also like that's kind of like on the promoter and stuff like that. Like, you knew that you were supposed to have that lady's money.
It is. And it's a disservice on both ends. It's a disservice for not performing and lying about the method of payment or the fact that she didn't.
Definitely shouldn't have lied.
And then there's the promoter for not technically. First of all, honest to be, in my opinion, the money conversation should be had prior to me coming. Like, if I know I want to be paid in cash up front, that's going to be included in every single contract that I go to. That way, there's no question about me popping up and you only got half my money the way that I want it.
Right. Agreed.
Somewhere,
right, because who's managing her?
Right.
Because shout out to Obi-Wan, by the way. I definitely know that would be on me if he was not to get his money up front.
Right.
Or how he wants it. You know what I'm saying? Like before he walks on stage, you know what I'm saying? Like, is everything cool? Like, are we squared away?
Right.
You know, how you want to do this? You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, those are the conversations you have to have.
it and not see like the person I paid to see. Like that would upset me.
It would. Well, I hope they can work this out and reschedule because, like you said, as far as it being her hometown, the people on they want to see her. So I hope y'all work that out so y'all can give the ATL children what they want. Pay people they money.
Right.
Pay people their money.
One time.
One time. Pay everybody on time.
Right.
So I don't know. Do you just feel like we're just plugging through these topics?
We're just gonna get to something that interests all of us, like Jerome Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, hold on. Let me hold on. So yesterday there were 2 photo shoots that had the interwebs going nuts. Old Kim Kardashian West. I don't know if you're West or whatever, but Kanye's ex-wife. And Jerry, aka Jerome Jartavius, Seinfeld.
Right. Germonte.
Okay, Germonte Seinfeld. Shout out to the stylist over there because, baby, they got him together. And please believe me when I tell you, understand this. Jerry ate Kim up.
He really did.
Jerry ate Kim the fuck up because that's all we've been talking about for the last 24 hours. Now, some of the girls were lusting. Some of the girls, and I'm here to tell you that this does not come from a place of lust for me.
No.
But I appreciate fashions and looks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here to tell you that Jerry turned a look.
Yeah, they did a great job with his
And Kim did not turn a look.
She did not. It's been pretty much downhill for her fashions.
It's been downhill.
And she did another cover before in the past for the same magazine. She did it with North, and they were dressed like the Kennedys, and it was actually pretty cute.
Oh, North ate her up on that too. I remember that.
She did, but it was a good, good shoot. And this,
it definitely wasn't the blonde eyebrows.
I don't understand the blonde eyebrows.
The Trump-esque. It's almost given like, it's like, girl, you're trying to overcorrect now, and now you're trying to give us white trash, girl. Like,
I thought it was Star at first.
You thought it was did y'all see the tweet? Jeffree Star was like, I don't remember taking this picture.
My friend thought it was Jeffree Star also. That was, she's just like, oh, I thought it was Jeffree Star. I was like, oh.
I'm like, the girl is shady.
Right. And so you remember that photo shoot she did? I think it was for her own brand, but it was a couple months ago. But they were giving 70s. They were giving Farrah Fawcett hair.
Mm-hmm. And they gave her hell because they said she was like kind of in blackface, if I remember correctly.
No. This one we weren't complaining about because she looked like a white woman from the 70s. She very much, it was in her lane, and it was the first look that I really seen her turn post Kanye because it was just, it's a 70s look. But there was some models in there that ate her up, but they were by a pool. They had on bathing suits and stuff. Oh, now that I will give Kim that. Like, that was a look that you really, but this, like, no. And then, like, girl, the other one where she had a jock strap on.
Yeah.
Like, you put your ass out. It was like, girl, because that's all you do.
Same shoot.
The same shoot. The full shoot. I'll probably I can tag you in the because I've
seen it. I don't want to see it again.
Right. It's nothing. It's
being the
one and done.
Right. Go look at Jerry. He's giving you quintessential New Yorker. He's giving you old school New York, classic New York,
Brooklyn all day. That was him.
Yes, and we live for it. But yeah, Kim, it's a chop, boo. We don't see it for you. Jerry, please get your tens and come on to the next category, boo. Yes. I'm always I was with him all day. Why would they give me this, Jackie? Why would somebody?
You know why?
But you know, I randomly got this a few weeks ago while I was drunk down in Vagabond, going to see DJ Lonnie B. Shout out to Richmond. Shout out to Lonnie B, my favorite DJ. And as I was leaving, this young bartender saw me drunk, hot, tired because I was dancing, and he said, "Do you need a fan?" And if y'all could have saw the way my eyes lit up when I saw who was on the fan,
What's up?
and I've been wearing y'all out ever since. Why would y'all give me this? No, I'm not gonna get because I was gonna speak on Azalea Banks, but I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not because I'm tired of you using certain people's name for relevancy and clout.
Mm-hmm.
Because you use all the names for relevancy and clout.
But
we're not go make some
who
music. You are artist, and the thing is, you could make decent music. Go make some music. Get checked for your music.
Music, you know what I mean? Like to me, she makes decent music.
I like house music and stuff like that, so that's my lane.
Yeah. Right. She's just visceral, like it's like right. Like, anything positive.
It's not. Go do something positive, girl.
It's a lot. Like it's a lot. Just work on you. Find that inner peace. She just has zero. I don't know.
Love yourself.
Because she's talented, but she just.
That's what I'm saying. Like, right. And then all of this, and then a couple of weeks ago it was as jokes, oh, maybe we should get together. Like, just leave his name out your mouth. A lot of people like to use his name for clout. I get it. Mm-hmm. It's
okay. I get the lure.
Don't get me started, y'all.
Lord.
All right, we'll move into the next.
So yes, because that's a good segue.
This is the best. This is the best, the absolute best. Sheen by Sheree. It's the best. 14 years. 14 years. Hard.
I wanted her to win so bad. When showing some of her pieces on the Real Housewives, I was like, "Oh, that's cute." I don't have a body for that, but like my shape isn't there, but I could definitely see people in it. Very cute stuff. Did y'all see the prices on her shit?
I saw that.
Right here, this is like $130, $130.
So maybe you could have understood that for that, right? The piece where it was her shirt, where it just said "Who gon' check me, boo?" on a faded screen print on a gilded T-shirt was 142 US doll hairs.
The shirt was wrinkled.
It was wrinkled. The screen print didn't come all the way through. I literally know I know a place where for freaking $40 we could go. Like, now, did she need a "Who Gonna Check Me, Boo" shirt? Absolutely, because
absolutely, 1,000%.
Girl. But that piece right there, that if you would have said $50, I could have rocked with that. I could have rocked that.
Whatever she wants to price it at, but whatever the case may be, that's on her, and whoever buys it, buys it. But I just don't, the look coming straight off of Shein, I'm like,
I'm with you on whoever buys it to a certain extent, because if the quality is there, not to bring up my fave again, but when people were trying to go in on his Gap hoodies,
right?
They weren't thin, flimsy hoodies. No,
but
you could go. It was the quality. So if that T-shirt, if it was heavy, if it was thick, if it wasn't wrinkled, if it didn't look like after 2 washes it was going to disintegrate, I'd have to be like, okay, yeah, $142. Sure.
I'm big on not challenging like people's prices for their product. If you felt like that is what it costs, even if I don't buy it, like, I'm not going to fight you on that, right? That's what you thought it was worth. I'm not going to come back at you and be like, well, what about this price? What about that? That's what you thought it was? All right. Maybe it's not my price point, and that's something that I have to live with. We shouldn't be able to find it like this. Like, not like this. After
Well,
14 years, and it's a lot. And it's so funny because Shein gets called out a lot for taking from small designers. You know, they get called out a lot
they do.
about doing that. So it's just so crazy to me that it's like you have not been out. This is like you've been out for a few days and immediately got called out on this, charging people $130 for the exact same look. I think she put this one, she just has like a star on the chest, and that's about it.
So they're saying now that this is not up on her site.
I'm sure not.
I saw earlier that they were rearranging and stuff like that. I saw that some people were able to grab some things, put it in their cart, and then the site went down and it's back up. And you know, some people were like, "Oh, you know, y'all are going in on her and stuff like that." And I think it's disappointment more so than going in, because obviously we all was ready by She Shot. Like we was ready for She by Sheree. We was ready to support this. We had a couple little coins together and things like that. And I was shocked because I watched, you know what I'm saying, the series, and I was shocked that she had pulled it off because I was nervous. So I was glad that she was able to give the girls a runway show and all that other things. I think we wanted to see her continue to win after that high of completing the fashion show. And then boom, here's the website. The looks are ready. Because like, girl, how are you literally so close to Candy? Miss I'm about my coins Candy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And how did you like you are surrounded by all these bits? Because even what's that child's name? That no one likes? What's her name?
I don't know, because that's
Kenya got her hair care line in all those CVS's.
So like, the thing is with a lot of the ladies that they're successful with their businesses, they kind of like try to keep that separate. And I will say, like, Sheree has always been kind of messy about this business. Like this aspect of her life has always been like a little bit messy, a little bit behind, you know, what everybody else is doing. Like a lot of the ladies, they do what they do, and then they're just like, oh, here it is on the show. Like, you know what I mean? Like the hairline, you know, it wasn't like a big whoop. She was just like, oh, here it is. You know, like here's everything. Same thing with Candy. Candy was still writing. She was still doing those things. And she was like, oh, yep, here I am. I'm back on the show. You know, Sheree, she had like a lot going on with this particular thing. And, you know, 14 years is like, yeah, something is not quite.
Very much something.
So it's not quite here.
So I'm wondering if the whole She by Sheree thing, I wonder if that was part of the reason why she was able to get back on the show. I wonder if Andy was like, girl, if you come back.
I don't think the new girls are as funny. I think that's how she got back on the show.
Well, we're certainly hurting without Nene.
We are certainly hurting without Nene. Drew is boring. The first thing she did was fight with Sheree. Like they've been beefing about a party. I think like a party.
Girls, like you, they say Sheree don't pay. You went and expected her to pay after they told you she don't pay.
The OGs are a little bit funnier. I think that's how she got back on.
It's on another note though. Have you seen any episodes of the Dubai Housewives?
The Divine Housewives?
The Dubai. The
Dubai. I have not seen it yet. No.
Okay, I should have sent you a picture, but if for no other reason, if y'all do not watch for Ayye Chanel, the beautiful model.
Yeah, by Naomi Campbell.
Naomi Campbell called her and was like, during the
reunion, I saw.
Yes, and was like, girl, I need you to come walk, and you are the reason. And let me tell you, she is the reason. She is the Nene of that show. Not only are her looks over the top, fabulous, like just, I mean, she's gonna serve you a look.
Gotta check it out.
But I mean, and then her comebacks, and she just doesn't care, and she carries those girls, and she reads it. She's just so unapologetically herself. And she just looks fabulous. And for no other reason, to see this beautiful black woman stunt, it's all the girls, all the girls on that show are actually, they're pretty cute.
Nice. I definitely check it out.
It is cute. But Sheree, girl, like we're just disappointed. We hope that you resolve this issue. We love you. We want to see you win. That's all. At least there were fashions. At least you did not have a fashion show with no fashions. It
That's
was
true.
not dreadful. This was the only thing. So if you take this off the website, I feel like you can bounce back because you had some pieces that will sustain you, girl. So we'll see. We'll be checking the website. We'll report back next week. We'll let you know. But whew, okay. Because this next one, I just had to this first of all, and I don't even Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. Which isn't she already a character anyway? Don't she already?
She was doing the rounds.
Oh, the rounds, the most.
Yeah, like since they've been separated, she's been she's a socialite, so she's been mentioned before.
She's actually always mentioned on like the shade antics
for doing the most, right?
Larsa.
Yeah, Larsa. And this, I mean, are we gonna call him a baby? I don't know if I can call him a baby.
He's 32.
He's 31, and she's 48. So it's a 17-year gap. A lot of people, like a lot of the backlash came from the fact that they think that she was grooming him. The issue that I have with their situation is that you were around him when he was underage, and now you're around him as an adult, knowing that he's been in close contact with your husband or ex-husband.
I don't know enough about the situation. Like, I know that their dads played together. I don't know the level of contact she had with him as a child. Like, I just don't know enough. Like, if that's the truth, like if they were all like, vacating together, doing things together, and now she's dating him, I can see like a thing for grooming, like an argument for that. But like if they just reconnected later.
According to TMZ, she was married to Scottie Pippen from 97 to 2021.
Okay.
So, I mean, if we're being completely honest, if we're teammates and we're tight teammates, you were at my house, you were at my cookouts, you were at my kids' birthday parties. Not saying that she was over there intentionally trying to like groom this child.
I saw the documentary that Michael Jordan did, which was a fantastic documentary. Just didn't get that vibe from him and his room and his teammates. That we were like barbecuing together, like they were on the bus together and everything. I didn't get that vibe that like the families were all hanging out, like going on. I didn't get that vibe from the documentary.
And that they were going on trips and stuff together, but the likeliness that you weren't around this child at all.
I think she knew him.
Because wait, when did
I just feel like grooming is a strong, because grooming is like very specific.
So here's the thing: if they weren't having cookouts and stuff, well, let's say Pippen and Jordan weren't like hanging out specifically. Usually, you kind of always see the basketball wives or the football wives intermingling with each other in some form of way.
Right. So that's what I was saying. I didn't get that vibe from what I saw. Like, I didn't get that vibe that they were like the mingling.
Like, I hear what you're saying, but the point that I'm trying to get across is just the fact that you were around this baby when he was a baby, when he was
right. I don't know that grooming is a good word.
Yeah, also inappropriate.
The creepy like weirdness that you knew this child. You at least saw this child a few times
as a child, yeah.
When he was a child, even if it wasn't like they're best friends, but it's like
you're familiar with this person enough to know who their children are, and then now you're out on this alleged double date with this man's, like your ex-husband's former player's son. It just seems weird to me because I personally would not be hanging out with the son of one of my friends.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Right. I don't know that I can say that, Jordan and Pippen are friends.
Yeah.
But I definitely, you knew this kid. You knew this kid as a kid. It's just a little weird.
It's
Yeah.
just weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how
Grooming might be strong because I don't believe that she was like, I'm right here and I'm trying to, I don't believe that, but
Yeah, I feel like grooming was a strong word. I
that
felt like maybe if people were like, it's a
it's a
little
little weird,
close,
it's a little
it's a little
inappropriate.
weird.
it's
And
an
people are uncomfortable with people's relationships all the time. So that's
Right.
happening and that's natural. So it's
Right.
probably
Right.
I feel like grooming was a bit extreme. I do understand being like,
it's too
oh,
much.
like why would I date my good friend's son like that? You know what I mean? Like that I saw as a child. Like I didn't just meet him and he was an adult. Like I
Right.
knew him as a
I
child. Yeah.
was underage, and like that's what I was seeing. Like I mean, social media, of course, claimed it, or most of the people were saying that it seemed as if it was grooming. But I like we're all agreeing, it's just weird that you knew him when he was 16, 17 years old, and then now you're out with him as if he's potentially your boyfriend. Because what TMZ posted is that like she was acting really strange. Although
Mm,
they didn't do any PDA or anything like that, but that's probably
right.
that they were in public and who they.
Mm,
Yeah,
But
because you
it's
should feel weird. You almost 50 years old, and right, you should feel weird.
yeah, so it's just strange.
I wonder how Juanita feels.
Juanita,
I wonder how
I
Juanita
just
feels.
feel like that's what I was saying. It's like Juanita. I mean, she might have something to say about it, but like I just didn't get that vibe that he messed with them that much. You know what I mean? To be
yeah,
like, I don't think that this lady is doing anything Juanita would not expect of her. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like just as I expected, trash. Like, like I don't think
yeah.
she's doing
This
anything.
why you wasn't never invited over to
Yeah,
the
it's
house,
like I don't
honey.
think
But it's also
she's doing anything unusual for her.
whether it's unusual for Larsa or not, because she was with French Montana for a bit, right?
Yep.
Something like that.
This
Whether
guy.
it's unusual or not, it's I guess it's a little bit different when you're that close to these people, whether you interact with them personally or not. Like you're that close and you still
Mhm.
act like this.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah, but
don't know.
I would say, I think if he was, I think if he was like 25, 24, I would be like, like that would like set a lot of alarms off for me. I just don't know enough.
The ride,
Yeah, I don't know enough about the information. 32 doesn't quite set, or 31, 32 doesn't quite set off the same alarms for me. But if he was still in his like early, like his 20s, like I would be like, yeah, because you did know him back then, and now he's not that much older than that. You know what I mean? I
it gotta feel weird. It's like I don't like you doing this as a stunt. I don't know, you doing this try to make somebody
yeah,
mad or whatever, whatever. But that's why you probably out acting weird. But no, if he was in his 20s, because y'all know I believe you're
yeah,
not going till you're 25. You're
yeah.
not
If
going
he
till you're
was in his
25. And if
20s,
you super grown and you come around one of mine who was under 25,
yeah,
I'm gonna ride. Like,
yeah.
no.
No, but the age difference isn't the problem for me. It's just that like you knew him.
The 6 degrees of
Right,
separation.
but what I'm
Yeah,
saying is, no, I definitely
Not
understand what
separated
you're
enough.
saying. I just mean more. I think so. From you saying like, oh, she knew him for so long. Like, if he was younger, I would be like, oh, more leaning towards the side. Maybe not necessarily grooming still, but she's taking advantage of him to some
hmm
way. And I would think that way no matter the gender. Like if it was a
yeah,
gender revert, I would feel that way. I would be like, oh, she's taking advantage, he's taking advantage. Because this is a
31,
young
yeah.
person. Once
Mhm.
people start entering their 30s, the frontal lobe is all shaped. Like they start to make, better decisions, hopefully, in those scenarios. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's like it didn't, of course, I definitely agree with you. A lot of things about this is weird. She's been around him when he was younger,
Mhm.
dad's ex teammate. Like there's a lot happening here.
Right.
but I think maybe that particular bell didn't go off for me per se because of his age, not necessarily her age.
Because isn't he he's a professional ball player now, right?
Yes, but I guess he plays.
He
He
is
plays for
He,
or he played for the UCF Knights. I don't know.
it's like D League, right? Like
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm trying to
yeah,
if I can get something, but I don't know. It at the end of the day, we all disagree that it's just weird.
it's a little weird. It's a
It's
little
weird.
weird.
Yeah, it could be worse. I mean, it could be Brittany Renner.
Well, a day ago, TMZ is saying that they are not dating and they're just friends.
Uh,
Right.
But why? Okay.
Who is it true? Is it not? I don't know. Like maybe that's why she. I hope that's the truth. I mean, friends. Don't you mean auntie? Like
Right.
that you're are you mentoring this child? Are you teaching him things? Is that why you're acting weird because you didn't want it to look like y'all were dating? I hope
yeah,
that
I feel like saying "oh, we're just friends" makes it
Right.
weirder.
And that's,
friends like
it's
What are you
weird.
talking about?
auntie. That's
What are you two talking about?
you're his auntie. Like I'm not right. It's weird. Um woo, speaking of weird, so this story has been going around, it's been making the rounds. Trigger warning for those out there because it's just an uncomfortable subject.
Right.
But Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish have been accused of basically filming child pornography in a
Mm.
skit for was it Funny or Die, and they used actual minors to role play in this skit. And Tiffany Haddish, neither one of them is denying it. Neither
Right.
one of them is denying it. And Tiffany released a statement. I know people have a bunch of questions. I get it. I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there's very little that I can say right now. But clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all. And I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about the situation as I can. So, to me, that I deeply regret having agreed to act in it, that looks like a smart legal line there for me
Right.
because it looks like she's trying to step away just a little bit from some of the onus. She wants you like, I was there, but this wasn't my idea. I didn't agree to be in it. And this, I don't know, at this case, do we really give a fuck if she puts all the onus on Aries Spears and this was his idea and
We
his
do.
I mean, but you still were there, so what are we
so
gonna do?
right, it's like at some point. So I mean, at least I can't say at least, I mean, you can't deny it because obviously the video is going around. I've not seen it, I don't want to see
You
it,
see
I'm
it,
not
right?
whatever, but the internet confirms that this is out there.
Mm.
Also, they're saying how it seems like what was this on Comedy Central? Is that what that whoever the original platform? Because I don't know what Funny and Die.
Well, yeah. So I believe what originally happened was she was doing like a camp for kids, like, and that's how she got the kids to do the skit. Like she was doing like a comedy camp, whatever. The comedy camp, and yeah, she got these two kids to agree to do the skit. That's how that ended up happening.
That's a whole nother level of this. Like I don't know in my mind how I thought she came about these kids, but to hear that they were at a camp for children, that their parent, like, it's all disgusting. There's no, like, I don't even know. When you hear disgusting shit like this, you don't even really know what to think or how to process. But then it's like when you hear the details, it's just um the the I guess the platform that was housing the skit originally, some people were saying that they were trying to delete it a quick, like silently, like, you know, and kind of like wash their hands of it, because like everyone is saying like, I feel like everyone who signed off on it,
right?
How did it get trickled down? Like how who kept saying okay? Once
So
someone was like, here's the idea, and they pitched the sketch,
this is the
who in
thing.
the fuck?
It was a different time when it came out.
Right.
I'm not gonna say people weren't as sensitive. It just wasn't, I guess, as much of a taboo topic as it is now, where people are actually on social media and they have access to it and calling it out. If we're being honest, back when it came out, not everybody had cable, not everybody paid for the premium channels like Comedy Central,
Right.
whatever the case. So like, it might have been a blip that people were like, oh, it's in poor taste, and just didn't talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because who was Tiffany Haddish at the time, and obviously
Exactly.
about Ayye Spears, right?
Spears was a someone then, but he wasn't a someone enough to put in like tabloids. So it wasn't. I'm not, and this isn't me trying to excuse the situation, because I agree it's shitty all around. The parents are fucked up for agreeing to put this shit in there.
I don't think the parents understood. That's what they like. It was like after it happened. That's how the suing has come about. Like after it was a camp. So they send the kids to camp.
Right.
Like you send your kid to camp. So this occurred when they were supposed to be doing camp.
Right.
And then now afterwards, apparently they've been trying to, sue them for a while.
I have heard that. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
this has been ongoing. So it just now, so I think once the parents were alerted or understood exactly what happened, the parents tried to take some type of legal action. So it's been dragged out. I don't think the parents.
But
go ahead, I'm sorry, Kyrah.
Is Trisha Morris? She was the one that was allegedly extorting Ayye Spears and Tiffany Haddish for years. So like the pictures I sent y'all earlier, or the one I sent in the Derelict Instagram chat.
Yeah.
On there's pictures of this woman at so many different events, rubbing shoulders with other celebrities and stuff like that, because she was extorting Tiffany Haddish. I think that the parents weren't oblivious to what was going on. Because me as a parent, when my child is in camp or enrolled in school, they send home release documents if they're going to be camera, picture, whatever. So like at some point, you as a parent, regardless, had to see the skit, had to see the scripts, had to see some type of information, and been like, it can't be that bad. And then
I think that the problem, now that you're saying that, I feel like the problem is they did know it was bad, and then they was like, because you did this bad thing,
that I signed my kid up to do.
What you just said is like, yeah, they saw it, they processed it as incorrect, so they were like, so we don't do anything. And then one of someone commented, Shams commenting, she said, and these weren't random kids either. She knew the kids and the parent. They were family friends. Mm-hmm. So that's from the comments on Facebook. So yeah, that, like, to your point, it seems weird. Like if you're saying they found out and then their response is like, oh, you got to get me on with the in crowd.
But here's the other side of that too, right? So if she had been seeing that these weren't random kids, they were family friends. Name a time that a family or a close friend of yours had some good news about anything and didn't share it with you.
Right.
Like
this skit dropped in my lap, and I'm Tiffany Haddish and Ayye Spears, and I'm trying to like convince these parents or these family friends of mine to be like, oh yeah, like, hey, let me use your kid in this skit. Why wouldn't I show you this skit?
Right.
So it's not like she wasn't 100% aware of what was going on, and that's why I said I put the blame on the parents also, because you can't be that fucking oblivious to not know what it is that your kid is involved in.
Yeah, well, when you said that, that's obviously they have something to do with it, because if you're saying oh, she just went to events with them. Like they have all these pictures of them events. It's like
Yeah.
she knew because they said she'd been trying to get money for them for years, so she knew, and
So,
now
But
she's
she has
still
been.
hanging out with them, and that's their response.
so it
But
sounds like
a lot of this shit came up because Arius Spears talked shit about Lizzo.
Lizzo. I know that's really where it started. Don't talk down on Lizzo. Okay?
There's
Like
someone 60 underground after talking about Lizzo. Okay.
Lizzo, we love you, girl. We say giving your flowers. Like, don't do that. But also it sounds like they were getting money, and maybe the money cut off.
Right. And now you want
And now, and you know what I'm saying? And now it's like, oh, arrest them and things like that. Which, I mean, that's I don't even know, because the ends are out. It's like it's appropriate, it's inappropriate. I did not see it, so I don't know. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like, was it that laws were actually broken, or was it one of those things where, like, we tiptoe right there at the line,
Right.
and it just disgustingly inappropriate, and
Right. I
you
think
know what I'm
that even
saying?
if it's not legally gonna be a problem, obviously for us morally it's a problem. Like it's like, okay, even if you yeah, it's like even if you don't get sued,
yeah.
the public is disgusted.
So
Because and
my
it's
thing,
like,
it was because I saw stills of the video on Twitter. I didn't watch the video, but the images that I saw where the children were in their underwear. So it is borderline child pornography, but not technically by law child pornography in the state that they shot it in. This could have easily just been written off as like an underwear commercial or something like that if they spend it the right way. But me, like, again, me as a parent, the second my child is getting undressed for a fucking camera,
Yeah.
that shit is dead.
pause. Right.
I think any adult in their right mind,
Right.
like like we just discussed how we would feel if we heard like a 25-year-old was having an inappropriate relationship.
Right.
So now it's like this is a baby, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I just this is an unfortunate situation. It's a disgusting situation, and especially I feel like I don't want to say pity, right? Because you knew that you did this, you knew that you agreed, but for Tiffany Haddish, who was on her way, right? Like, wasn't she just filling in for Ellen and hosting? You know what I'm saying? Like, she was on her way, and we were kind of, a couple months ago when her and Common broke up, and we was, oh, whatever. It's a huge betrayal. I don't know, because some of us were really fighting and rooting for her. It's a big bag of, is she funny, is she not funny, she's weird. Okay, like, I feel like, right, it's plenty of these men that are out here weird, and they get support and rock with anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of not funny male comics out there who are getting written for, and you know what I'm saying, like, whatever. So, she deserved that grace in that aspect, and it's like, now, like,
you don't know what to do, girl.
So at least I will say the accountability. Continue to take this accountability. I don't know what this means for you, because I'm not going to act shocked when people pull away from you,
right? Of course,
and this and the third. This certainly trumps a slap at the Oscars. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna sit here and question and things like that, so I don't know. It's messy. I hope those kids are okay. I hope now as an adults, because they're pretty much grown now, right? Because this was 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it is both some of the children who were involved who are suing, and the parents are also suing on behalf of their children.
I don't know if I take the parents seriously. The kids get your money, children. Those parents, it's sketchy. It's like you drop them kids off to the lion's den.
Exactly.
I don't. Jackie, I don't know that you have another picture, but
I have another comment. So Sham says, I wonder if she detailed the skit to the parents, or it was just a trust thing, since we're saying they were friends, because we're homies. But to be honest, apparently Tiffany doxed the black doctor around COVID. Not sure what happened.
So I remember. Yeah, she got mad at the doctor. And I don't know what for, but she did die. Which right, that's no, I forgot about that.
She has a few things going on.
She's got some hiccups, and shout out to Sham. Shout out to Crazy Essentials. Support our girl Sham. She definitely she does things for people to judge her and side eye her. Definitely don't get me wrong. Like she definitely has some moments and some shit that she just said, and I'm just like, girl, but I just something. This all sounds so super sketch. I mean, it was a sketchy ass sketch. Not that I didn't mean for that pun to be there, but there it was. I'm sorry. It's not.
It just happened. It just came.
It just happened. I'm sorry, guys. It's not funny. But the parents suing, I don't know if we take that serious, because where was you when you signed them kids up and you dropped them off for that? Because even still, a lot of times too, as a parent, don't you get to stand right there and see what the fuck is going on?
That's true.
Oh, okay. I just,
and I agree with Sham said too, that maybe she muddied the details of the sketch to make the parents comfortable enough to allow their children on it, because the title of the video is be careful who you leave your children with.
Yeah.
Talk about molestation.
How dark.
So I can get as a parent and wanting your child to get into some type of acting role when you're okay, I can see them playing a role, but a role clothed.
Yeah.
Well, and she could have been
they did too much.
This and that, but never mentioned that the children would be almost nude.
Right.
It's disgusting.
Which is shitty, because the job that I work in, I deal with sex offenders all the time. And to be honest, doesn't matter what a fucking kid is wearing if they're attracted to that kid.
Yeah, that's true.
That is so true.
Because it's about power. It has nothing to do with what you're wearing.
Right.
I hate it.
Good luck to those kids. Jackie, can you put up any picture? I don't want to see her face right now.
You don't want to see her face now.
You can.
We're gonna go back.
Yes.
We're gonna go back to.
Yes.
That.
I needed something. It was just she was making me sick up there. I just can't. Y'all, we really did it. We really had our first Women's Crush Wednesday. Shout out to Jackie for holding us down and doing all the. Me and Kyrah just came here. We just come here to talk our shit, okay? Me and Kyrah just come to get our shit off and let the people know what's going on. Everyone, we hope that you enjoyed. Make sure that y'all are following us. Mm-hmm. Make sure you're following us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and TikTok and all of those places. We don't have a Twitch yet. Do we need a Twitch? Maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't. Right? Because I'm just. Y'all need to go right. The Derelict Collective, right there on Instagram. Please go follow, comment, share. YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Yeah. We pretty much once a week we come here and we talk our shit. We try to do little different fun things for y'all. I'm so happy to be able to have done this with the ladies. I hope we can do this once a month at least.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we don't need all those men folk trying to tell us what to do and boss us around. So, unless y'all have something else, I'm
good to wrap.
I'm good.
Yes, thank y'all so much. Like I said, don't forget to follow us. Tune in next week, ladies. I appreciate it. Y'all don't have to go home, but you know the rest. You know the rest.
Get out of here. All right. Night, ladies.
Bye.